You know, Bishop Morton, she always reminds us, and she has a saying that we don't look like what we've been through.
Indeed,
Right.
indeed,
You know,
indeed.
and I've seen that proven to me so many times, man. When people give me their private, testimonies,
Yeah,
and they share some of the things that they've been through, it really is humbling. We look at our own lives a lot, I'm sure.
yes,
But
yes.
man, when we take the time and listen to what others have gone through, it's really demonstrative of what you're saying.
Oh, you said the key word.
Yeah.
It's humbling, because what happens is, if you could take a moment to listen to somebody else's situation, I tell my ministers at time, you don't have nothing to do, and you want to be complaining about something, go to the pediatric intensive care.
Ugh, man.
You know, go to somebody ICU.
Right.
You don't know what to pray about?
Man.
Just walk through, because there's a whole lot of other people doing so much worse than you are. You have to learn how to be appreciative for where you. Paul said, wherever state I'm in, I therewith find myself to be content. And contentment has to do with where you are rather than where you could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you remember, when you see where you are, I'm good,
Yeah. Right.
because I could be.
Right.
That's,
I'm
what
good.
I'm saying, too.
Yeah, I'm good. I could be somewhere else.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
could
yeah.
be somewhere. And so you have to always thank God
Yeah.
for the place that you're in.
Yeah.
Find the contentment in it, and then be prepared to learn the lesson in it.
Yeah. 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 The moment has so much power. Man.
Yes, indeed. That's a good one.
yeah.
And then when you go back to those storms, like you were
Yeah.
talking about, and you can look at the next storm, as this is going to be something significant. You look back on those other storms, and you're like, okay, well, certainly if I got through that, I can get through
I
this.
can get to this.
You
Indeed.
know.
It becomes the springboard. I tell people at times you have to take, remember, all of us ought to take the posture and position of an eagle. My wife's is an animal lover, so we talk about all kind of studies. John, the gospel writer, is seen as the eagle-eyed prophet. He's seen as the eagle-eyed prophet because he is the only prophet that does not take time with genealogy, does not
Okay.
take time with this, that, and that. He pierces right into the eye of God. So it is the eagle that can fly directly into the sun without batting his eye. When the storms that we were talking about come, an eagle flies above the storm. He flies above the storm, and he releases underneath his wing oil glands. The glands release then oil on his feathers. Then he flies back into the storm.
And the water rolls off.
And the water just rolls off, and he keeps going where he's going until the sun come out again.
And
But he
that's
is not hindered
Right.
by
Right.
his storm.
Right.
He's oiled up.
That's right. I know that's right.
And sometimes I think we have to realize
Yeah.
that we have the necessary things within us
Right.
Yes.
to release and to
Yeah.
secrete
Yeah.
what we need to for the storm we're
You're
in,
right.
so that we don't be held up
Right.
by the discomfort or the inclemency of our weathers.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And keep pressing our way through.
Right.
Because pressing our way through is always making us stronger.
That's right. And it's like this too, Bishop and Shauna. The longer you walk with God, this is not something, what we're talking about tonight, this is not something that you will only intellectualize. You don't even have to read to be touched and inspired and taught. And the longer you hold on to his hand, believe me, he just makes it second nature,
Yes, indeed.
depending on him and trusting in him. And that's, I believe, the message that unfortunately sometimes doesn't make it out of the church
Right.
building.
Yeah.
And it's just a reality, but it seems like you have a connection, outside of those walls, and that's
Yeah.
so important, man.
I think that if we're in the business of people, we have to lavish love on people.
Yeah.
And loving people makes the difference not only in people's lives, but makes the difference in your life.
It really does.
Yeah.
It does.
Makes it really good.
We only have about 4 minutes left,
Okay.
Bishop, so I want to make sure that we cover where people can
Yes.
get your book and where they can come see you preach.
Yes. Well, you can come visit us at Christian Love Worship Cathedral at 1230 North French Street, right in the heart of downtown Wilmington, Delaware. Our book is available on Amazon.com and also my website, georgegibson.org. And we invite you to come and share. Matter of fact, we have can I put a little plug in?
Oh,
We have a
absolutely.
revival coming up this coming Sunday, the 13th and Monday the 14th. Overseer Haywood Hamilton will be our guest on Sunday at 9 a.m. and then he'll be back on Monday at 7:30 p.m. It is our refreshing revival, and so we're
awesome.
looking forward to revival. I feel it in the air and in the atmosphere,
Right.
and I sense the moment, and we want to make sure that community is impacted. People are sensing the move of God
Right.
and the opportunity for life to get better. Yeah.
That's
Well,
beautiful.
this is the event that you're just referring to?
No, this is not the event.
Okay.
This is just my card.
Oh, this is just your card.
Just your card. Just my invitation card. You know, it's
awesome.
see what I got on there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, someone is missing, and it's a you.
It's a you.
And to come to church, but our church service is from 9 to 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on Monday night we do Bible study from 7 to 8:30. But this Monday we'll be doing revival at 7:30.
At 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30.
Yeah, and I want to reiterate also before we wind down. I was blessed to have met Bishop Gibson at a meeting of the August Quarterly
Yeah.
Committee, and at home, that's coming up very soon. So you're going to hear more about the August Quarterly Committee. Bishop and I were talking about it earlier this
Yes.
evening. We're very excited about that.
I
just
bet.
had to.
I can't wait.
So that's my plug. I need to put in.
You have a
did.
hip hop event coming up. Did you want to talk about
Yes,
that a little?
on the 9th of August, we will be having our back to school hip hop jam. So we block off the whole street, and last year we gave out over 200 book bags and all the stuff in it, and hot dogs and face painters and clowns and balloon twisters and there'll be a stage, there'll be singing and dancing, and we'll just have a real great time. And I'm just clear that if the church is not impacting the community, the church is a country club.
Hey.
Okay.
And anybody could come to the country club and your life won't be different. But when the community is impacted, that's why you've been sent there. Then you're functioning as the kingdom.
Amen.
And being the church that God called us to be.
Amen.
I appreciate y'all so much.
Bishop,
likewise.
Bishop, we
Wonderful.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for coming
Yeah.
back. We really
I
appreciate being
enjoyed
able
it.
to spend
Thank
the
you.
entire hour with you. It's just what we wanted.
Yeah.